Hey guys, so today I'm going to show you how I make my homemade laundry detergent and explain why I chose this method over the Great method, which I was using, and I still have, it uses the same ingredients except for the bar of soap. But if you have the bar of soap, you can also use it as a stain remover. So what I do is I just get the stick soap wet and I rub it on the stain, and then I can still use my 97-cent bar of Feliz Nappies, I think I'm saying that right, soap. So my method I found actually online by One Good Thing by Julie, and it's also on my Pinterest page. I'm going to put the link in the more info bar below so you guys can find her direct link. She doesn't have a video on it, it's just a blog post, so I thought, and I've tweaked her recipe a little bit. She uses a half a cup in each load. Well, I double the recipe when I make it because I have a leftover laundry detergent dispenser. You know, those big dispensers with the pump on the bottom. I have one that my in-laws gave to me, and it is a 2-gallon one. So I double the recipe because I'm going to add more water to it to dilute it to, you know, so I double the recipe instead of what she does. So I've tweaked it a little bit. I love it. It works great. It gets most stains out. I am going to be doing, I want to know if you guys have a great DIY stain remover that I can, that's something that you can pre-make and put in a spray bottle. I don't want anything, I don't mind doing stuff that you can't pre-make if it's like a nasty stain, but I really want something that I can pre-make and spritz on my stuff, because buying OxyClean and Shout and all that is very expensive for just your little tiny bottle. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys how I make my laundry detergent, and it is a no grade method, which is amazing, and I'll show you what you need and everything. So let's get started. First off, I'm going to show you guys what you need to make this laundry soap. So one of the first things you need is, I think the Blue Dawn works the best in this laundry soap, and yes, my head is cut off. There we go. I think the Blue Dawn works the best in this laundry soap. Instead of buying small little bottles, I just decided to go ahead and buy the big one because I use it in pretty much all the cleaning things that I make. My all-purpose cleaner uses this, my degreaser and tub and tile cleaner uses this, so this is pretty much amazing stuff, and this will last me a while. Next thing, you need a 1 tablespoon measuring spoon. You need a funnel. My funnel is collapsible. I love my funnel. You need a gallon jug to make your laundry soap in. This is just an old Heinz cleaning vinegar jug that has emptied out, and I'm repurposing. You will need 4 cups of water. My 4 cups of water are actually already boiling, but you'll need a measuring cup for your 4 cups of water. And I don't have the boxes of borax, but you'll need borax. This is mine. See, it says borax. I've had this one thing of borax for probably 4 or 5 months or longer now. And you will need washing soda. And I need to put washing soda on my list to purchase. And you will need something to boil water in and make it hot. This is a really old hot pot, and so it's boiling water right now. So we can kind of do some of the prep work beforehand. So I'm going to show you how to do this. And it's going to be kind of weird filming because I've never filmed and done like a DIY at the same time. I don't have perfect setup. So first thing you're going to do is put your funnel in your container. And then the original recipe calls for 3 tablespoons of borax and washing soda. Well, since I am actually making a 2-gallon batch at the time, I use 6 tablespoons. So One Good Thing by Julie, she makes 3 1-gallon batches, but I'm making 1 2-gallon batch at once. So I'm going to use 6 tablespoons. Basically, you just get it out and kind of scoop it and just pour it in there. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So that was easy. I'm sorry for the bad lighting. I'm in my kitchen and I don't have miraculous lighting because I don't and I can't afford to have miraculous lighting. I would love to be able to one of these days, but right now I can't. I have 2 kids, they're little, I'm a stay-at-home mom, just can't. Sorry for any cleavage if that offends you. This is my after yard mowing kind of outfit that I wear when I get out. Now you need 6 tablespoons of the washing soda. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now, if you've never purchased washing soda or borax before, it is in your laundry care aisle and Walmart, Target. The commissary has it. Pretty much you can find anyway. Borax comes in a huge box, so buying 1 box, you could it'll last you a long time, very long time. I love it. And the washing soda is pretty much the same thing. They're right next to each other in the laundry care aisle. Now you have to make sure, back to the recipe. Now you have to make sure that your water is boiling. It has to be boiling, because if it's not boiling, it will not dissolve the washing soda and the borax. Now this laundry detergent, it does take a little bit because you have to wait for the water to cool after you dissolve the borax and washing soda before you transfer it into your other container or whatever you're gonna do. So it does take a little bit to make. So to give you a quick tip when it comes to this, do not let yourself totally run out, or then you won't be able to do your laundry. But what I do is I've purchased some Purex pods when they were buy 2 get 1 free at CVS. I think it was like in December or something, and I still have not used all of those. I've used like 2 or 3, and I only use them when I have something that's like really, really gross. I'm talking like nasty, or I run out of this detergent and I'm right in the middle of doing laundry, or I have company and they are sensitive to like Dawn or something. Then I have those Tide pods or those Purex pods, so they can just throw them in the washing machine. So that's another quick tip. If you see them on sale, it's good to have some of those on hand if you have company or something. But I think my water is boiling. Let me check. Nope, not quite yet. So that's the only bad thing. You have to sit and wait for your water to boil. So I will come back when the water is boiling and finish filming and finish showing you how to make your own laundry detergent. So we're back. The water is boiling now, and this is a step that is super dangerous. You have to be really careful when you pour it into your measuring cup, because it can burn you. Really super careful with this step. So I don't know if I'm even gonna film it. But first of all, unplug your device that's heating your water, because as you see, mine's boiling out the top. And then have your measuring cup on hand, and I'm talking like super, see, can you see? Probably can't see, but it's like boiling, bubbling out over. So I usually set my measuring cup down and be far back, because you don't want to burn yourself, you don't want to burn. Okay, and we got our 4 cups right there. So what I do is I move the lid and I dump out any of the water that's left over. And I take my hot pot, because it is hot, get a nice facial, and I move it and I set it on top of the stove. I know you can't see me, but I set it on top of the stove, that way I don't hit it, I don't get burned from it or nothing. So the next thing is, whoops, you're gonna pour that carefully into this container. I'm like talking like so slow. You'll think, you know, you're gonna grow gray hair by the time you get it poured. Can you guys see that? And I'm just coming off. There we go. So I'm just pouring it in super slowly. And make sure you don't have a, woo, see, it's still a splash now. Make sure you don't have a metal funnel. They get really hot. So like I said, this is going to take a little bit. You can't just do a dump of the water and get it in there. Okay. So then take your funnel out and set it in your measuring cup.
I want a crunchy snack.
My son wants a crunchy snack. Hold on.
What the mouse has is that.
Well, go get one out and I'll open it for you. Okay, and the next step, really, really hot, is you're going to put the lid on it. I know this sounds dangerous, but you're going to kind of shake it up, swirl it around to get it all dissolved. But just be careful. Yeah, so just shake it up gently. Don't do it vigorously. And see, there's a chunk in the bottom.
Mom, it says
so now you
crunchy.
Shake it up.
Well, it says crunchy.
It's a Rice Krispie treat. That's what he wants. Here you go. Go play with your trains. Like I said, really, really hot.
Ah.
Now, see, there's no big chunk. So you're going to let it sit and cool down before you want to add your soap to it. It's just, I use 4 tablespoons of Dawn dish soap. And it's because since I'm making, it calls for 2 tablespoons, but since I'm making a double batch, I do 4. So the thing is, I don't want to put it into this really hot water because I go and swirl it around every once in a while. So that way I don't have anything settling to the bottom. So while this sits here and cools off, I usually, do the dishes or take care of some other things around your house. So it gives you time to do stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and let this cool off, and then I'll come back and show you the finished project. It's kind of hard filming this. I should have had one pre-done, but I don't. I'm not magic of television here. This is DIY at home, doing it right now for you guys. So I'm gonna go ahead and let this cool off, and then I'll come back and I will come back and finish it up for you, okay? Hey guys, so I'm back to finish the laundry detergent. It has pretty well cooled off. It's not totally cool. I don't like it to be totally cool, but I like it to be cooled off enough where if I touch the bottle, I'm not burning my hands. So it's cooled off now, so the next step is get your lovely little funnel back, pop it in the bottle, and add your 4 tablespoons of Dawn detergent. I use the same dropper that I used, or tablespoon that I used earlier. There's 1, there's 2, there's 3, and there's 4. And I just did 4 tablespoons, and I only used a tiny bit, of this. So I love this stuff. So I kind of like to let my dispenser kind of sit up here for a little bit. So I'm going to show you what I actually put mine in. This is an old Xtra container. This came from my in-laws. This is the detergent they buy. And this is a 2.34 gallons. So I use this, I use this to put my laundry soap in. And it's got my cute little dispenser, so all I do is pop it on my shelf like this, and I can dispense out my laundry detergent in my measuring cup. So, and this does a regular detergent into 200 loads. So, that's pretty good. But if you have family members that don't want to make their own laundry detergent, and they have these containers, ask them to save one for you instead of recycling it, so you can put your homemade laundry detergent in there. I love mine. So I'm going to go ahead and get this put in the kitchen sink, which is where I add the laundry detergent into it, so it's not totally like overflowing. Okay, so the next step is you've got to add more water to here, to your bottle. You got to fill it up. So basically you take your measuring cup and just add some more water to it. I pretty much, yes, my camera is on my island, which is on wheels. So what I do is I'll pour it in, I'll kind of rinse the tablespoon out. And so I'll go ahead and I'll also try to clean off the sides of the thermos, the sides of the funnel as, you know, good as you can. Now, a quick tip, when you're adding the water in here, it's going to get foamy and it might bubble over. So I don't fill this all the way up. I will add the rest of the water in the sink in my container. So, and I know this seems time consuming, but it's really not. Filming a video for it is what's the time consuming part, because like I had to wait on the water to boil and all this kind of stuff. So when I make this normally and I'm not filming a video, it usually takes me maybe 15 minutes, maybe. But think of how much money you're saving, because a box of borax is about $4, a box of washing soda is $4, so that's $8. And you're only using 6 tablespoons of a huge box. So it's pretty much, you know, $10 to get all the stuff you need. If you already have Dawn detergent, Dawn dish soap at home, then you're good to go. It takes about $8 to $10 to get the stuff that can make you laundry detergent for... I've had this box of borax probably since October... No, probably August of last year, and I'm still not done with it. So that's just saying how much money you're going to save by doing this. You don't have to buy. I haven't bought laundry detergent in forever. So like I said, I'm going to go ahead and finish filling this up decently. Not too much, because then it's going to be hard to pour in. But it's going to look like this. Oops. Yeah, this is pretty much what your finished product is going to look like. It's going to be a blue color, and this is a little bit more concentrated than the One Good Thing by Julie's, because she did not do a double batch. But mine, once I add more water, it'll thin it out. But this is what it's basically going to look like. So I'm going to try to get you guys over here to my sink. Yeah. So basically, I'm going to put my funnel in here in this. Can you see that? It's really hard. Put my funnel in here, and I'm just going to dump it in. And just be careful when you're pouring it not to like overfill the funnel, because then you're going to lose it. And you're not going to have, you know, as much laundry soap as you thought. But I've been making this for a good, I've been making my laundry detergent for a good 2 years now. And I mean, you're going to have to treat stains. You have to treat stains and your regular laundry detergent. But I really like making it myself than spending $10 or $12 on laundry detergent every time. I mean, okay, there are 4 people in this house that I wash clothes for. You add on to the fact that now my daughter is in school, our daughter is in school, so that's a new outfit every day. And that also means my son puts on a new outfit every day, because I take him to school with, you know, and drop him off. And sometimes we go to the store and, you know, pick up a few groceries or whatnots, or sometimes we go to the store and get a donut. We love having our donuts. I'm going to spin it around so you kind of see me a little bit better. So, yeah. Then you throw on top of my husband's army uniforms, his regular uniforms for every day, his PTs, his extra PT towels. I do anywhere between 6 to 12 loads of clothes a day on Mondays. That's when I do pretty much all of our laundries on Mondays. So I do anywhere between 6 to 12 loads. And the One Good Thing by Julie's version, she uses a half a cup because she uses, you know, she has a standard batch. I'm having a double batch, so it's got more things. So I don't use a whole half a cup. I use a little bit under half a cup or whatever. I know what it is, but half a cup is what she says to use. And so I usually use about a half a cup, or sometimes I use a little bit under. So you think, if that's all I use, and I have 2 gallons of this to go through, I don't know the exact breakdown mathematical hoopla, but I can just tell you I have not bought detergent in over a year and a half, pretty much, yeah, in about a year and a half pretty much. And all of our colos are clean, they smell good, and I don't have to worry about, I can spend that extra money on, you know, I can put it towards food, I can put it towards clothes, I can put it towards whatever I need to put it towards, because detergent has gotten so expensive, super expensive. So I think making your own is very economical, and you know what's in your detergent too, especially if you have people with sensitivities to certain things in your family. You can try this detergent, and that might be the best bet for them, is to have these sensitivity, to just use borax, washing soda, and Dawn dish soap. Now you don't have to use Dawn if you don't want to use Dawn. You can use whatever dish soap you really have on hand. It doesn't really matter. But yeah, that is how I make my DIY dish soap. I will put the One Good Thing by Julie's link on my more info bar below. And also I will...
Have some banana, please.
We don't have any bananas. They're all gone. I will try to get... It's also on my Pinterest board if you want to look it up that way, so you have the pin. There's no printable that goes with it or anything like that. You can just write down the recipe. But that's my DIY.
There's an apple.
Just a minute. That is our DIY laundry detergent, and I hope you guys have a great day. And if you try this and you love it, let me know in the comments down below, or take a picture and post it on Instagram of you making the laundry detergent. So hopefully you have a great day, and I'll see you later. Bye.